Hey guys, welcome back. Today's going to be a really short update. I just got some test results that I figured I should probably share with you because I've been talking about it for a little while. So we'll get to that in just a second.
With every start, we are born again. Open your heart, spend this time in your head.
So you guys know that for a little while I've known that something is wrong, not entirely sure what's wrong. And so I went and got some testing with Danny Conway, functional medicine practitioner. You can find her on Instagram at carnivore.keto.fitness, or you can go to nutritionthenaturalway.com. And I got some tests done. I got a lot of tests done. I got a GI mapping done. I got a hormone panel, full hormone panel. And I also was suspicious that I had Lyme disease. Now, I've had the standard Western blot test. It came back negative. And then I had Craig Emmerich on my channel a while ago. And I went back and I watched what he had said. And he said that like 70% of those tests are wrong. I was pretty sure that I might have had something. So I got another Lyme panel done as well. These are not cheap tests, but we had a health savings account that was able to pay for them. So that was a huge blessing. Well, got some results back. The GI mapping was interesting. I knew I probably had some unbalanced things going on in there. Sure do. Funnest thing that a lot of people will know and understand from that would be I have H. pylori. So that's fun. Totally handleable. We can work on dealing with that. But one thing that kind of I won the gold star. Danny's been doing this for a really long time, and I had one marker that was higher than she's ever seen before. Overachiever right here. Just keep that in mind. So the marker that is way, way, way too high is on my GI mapping, and it is one of the GI markers. It's called occult blood -FIT. The range is anything under 10. Mine is a 78. So she's like, we're going to start with this. And I'm going to tell you right now, you need to go see a doctor. Until we figure out what this is, there's not a whole lot else we can do. We can still support my kidneys and my liver because they always need support detoxing things. Other than that, there's not a lot that we can do until I get this figured out as to why there is a significant amount of blood in my feces. Not a clue why. So we have to figure that out. But I figured I would let you guys know the highlights of, and I've got some other things. I've got some other things low, like my GI map. It's kind of a little bit of a mess, but I kind of expected that. As far as the Lyme goes, that was also interesting because what the test does is it looks at your, there's two categories. There's 6 months and older or newer than 6 months, basically are what these two categories are. And for Lyme, I tested positive in both categories, which could mean that I have an older infection and a brand new one. I did just get bit again recently by a tick. And what's funny about that though is it actually says down below that by the CDC's standards, I don't technically have Lyme. But by alternative practices like functional medicine, I do have Lyme. So I found that very interesting. And then they also took and ran a panel for co-infections. And I figured I would read off the co-infections for you, just for anybody who's curious, because I've been talking about having some issues for a little while, and now I actually know what they are. So I have Lyme. I also have tick-borne relapsing fever. I also have Bartonella infection. This one is fun, HGA, human granulocytic anaplasmosis. Got that one. I have Epstein-Barr virus. I have parvovirus B19. Thought that was a dog thing. Interesting. I also have Toxoplasma gondii, Gondii. And finally, Streptococcal A. So you remember that overachiever thing? Times 2. Oh, and I went and I got my nails done. My daughter Vernie is here visiting, so we went and got mani-pedis together today. So this is probably the first and last time you will ever see me with my nails done, because I destroy them with all of the farm work and the dishes and everything. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. What I have to say is I truly think, and I know without a doubt, that if I was not in ketosis right now, I would not be doing this well. 4 weeks ago, just before I started my journey to going back into ketosis, I remember I was actually crying, and I looked at Richard and I said, there's something really, really wrong with me. I don't know what it is, but I can feel myself slipping. I can feel my health literally going downhill. And it's scaring me. And we're waiting on these tests to come back, and I'm like, I'm not made of money. Like, the health savings account paid for these tests, but we're pretty much out of money for everything else that needs to happen. So it's going to have to be patient. He's getting insurance. I think the insurance actually just activated. So I'll be able to do some of that through allopathic medicine. And we're just going to have to be patient. It wouldn't be everything at once anyways. It would be one step at a time. But I told him, I said, I just know that I'm not okay. So now I have answers as to how I'm not okay, but I truly believe that if I was not in ketosis right now, it would be a different story. And that's actually what I was going to title this video before I got my test results. I was going to call this How I Know I'm Right. And then Danny was like, oh, I got your test results back. And I went, okay, so let's meet, let's talk about this. And after hearing everything that I heard from her, I was like, okay, I need to share this with everybody because I really want to be open and transparent about all of it. So I changed the title of this, and yet I still want to address my topic and my speaking point of how I know I'm right. Y'all, I don't know that I'm right. I don't know that this is the right course of action for me, let alone everybody else. But what I can tell you that I know in my heart of hearts, the difference between me now and a month ago is staggering. My pain level is almost completely gone. I still have shoulder pain. I still have a little bit of neck pain. I still get the TMJ, the burning sensation in my jaw, and it makes it kind of hard to chew. I do still get that a little bit, but it's not nearly what it was a month ago. So I can't tell you how I know that I'm right. This is the way that I have to do it. Because honestly, none of us know. None of us who are in this space, low carb, whether it's high protein, moderate protein, low protein, or any of the fat combinations, we don't know what is going to work for you. We know what works for us, and we can tell you exactly how to do it. But you really have to decide what you think is going to work for you. I've had so many people reach out to me and go, is this going to work for me? I don't know. I mean, I am super passionate about Dr. Boz's method right now because of what it is doing for me in my life. But I'm not a normal person. I've got a lot of stuff going on. And I now have the tests to prove that I have a lot of stuff going on. So for me, being in ketosis is not about weight loss. It is not about body composition. It's not about anything else. It is about healing, because my immune system is severely suppressed. That was one of the other markers that was gone over. My immune system is not doing super well right now. And yet, I just had a cold the other day. I think it was COVID, which I didn't even know until way later. So I'm handling it pretty darn well for what all of my markers are looking at. So the other immune response marker that is low, the normal range is from 510 to 2010. I'm at 419, which means that my immune system is pretty darn suppressed. So I've got a lot of stuff going on. That's why I am doing this. That is why I am getting into ketosis. However, after reading Dr. Boz's books and taking her courses, I know that it's for more than just people who are super sick. For some people, you might be sick and you don't even know that you're sick. And so doing this could help alleviate a lot of your pain, could help boost your immune system, could really help you begin to recover before you even know that there's a problem. For other people, it could be protective against things like cancer and autoimmune conditions and Alzheimer's and diabetes. Sometimes it's worth taking the precautionary measures just to be safe, but you have to make that decision. I'm not saying that everyone has to do Dr. Boz's method and everyone has to get into ketosis and everyone has to chase their numbers. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I am one of those people that needs to do that for a very specific reason. I just got confirmation of what my reasons are. My whys are now written on a piece of junk mail envelope in red pen. All the things that are wrong with me, that is my why. So everyone has to find your own why. You guys have to figure out what's going to work for you. I just wanted to give you guys an update of what I had found out and tell you that I'm still good. You know, nothing's broken. I'm still doing farm chores way better than I was a month ago. Everything's good. I'm going to keep going through this journey and I'm going to share it with you guys and let you know whatever I find out along the way. But until then, I just wanted to kind of let you know how I know I'm right. Well, I still don't know that I'm right, but I'm still doing the best that I can. I hope that you guys are doing the best that you can too. So anyways, I'll see you guys on the way. As far as the Lyme goes, that was also interesting. So I'm moving my notes here. There we go. Human, okay, oh my gosh. Granulocytic, it's just, what is it? Is it the one I want?